Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of Wasteland 2. We are here in Highpool, and our next goal is to go underground and solve the problems with their water system, or irrigation system, or whatever they're calling it. I actually spent a couple of minutes here looking at the logbook. You can see that there's actually quite a bit here. Before we head down into the underground, we're going to look around a little bit, but not too much. There's actually more to this town than first meets the eye, and yeah, we'll be exploring some of that a little bit later on. So, let's get moving. Alright, heading underground here, it seems like the best thing to do is to use the actual door that is open and allows us in, as opposed to like the random manhole over on the other side of the city. So we're going to be heading underground and see what is going on down here.
It's hopeless. I can't fix it in time. We're ruined. Who's there? Wreckers. Please don't kill. Oh, Rangers. You're here. Finally, some good news. I knew you'd show up. I knew Bergen was wrong about you. And you must have chased off those wreckers or you wouldn't be down here. Well, that's Crisis 1 solved anyway. Only Crisis 2 and Crisis 3 to go. No time for questions. We'll talk once I fix the system. Bergen's good at his job, but I don't think he'd make a good mayor. He's got no diplomacy. People kind of hate him as soon as they meet him. And he's so twisted up about the Rangers that he wants us to start asking the Red Scorpions for protection instead. I can't let that happen. Those guys are gangsters, plain and simple. Crisis number 2 is the rest of the wrecking crew. They're like weeds. If you don't tear them out by the roots, they'll come back stronger than ever. I've been asking Ranger Citadel for months to find their camp and get rid of them, and nothing ever gets done. If you want us to keep sending you water, you gotta get these guys off our back. Permanently. But that'll have to wait until Crisis 3 is sorted out. No time for questions. We'll talk once I fix the system. Crisis 3 is right here and right now. I should be up top at the moment, trying to convince everybody to make me the new mayor, but our irrigation system is about to blow sky high. Voting's gotta wait. Otherwise, Highpool is going straight down the drain. Those damn wreckers lobbed a bomb over the wall that shook up our irrigation system and busted the pressure regulator. It also shorted out half of our electrical system, and we've only got enough juice to keep a few lights on at a time. Killed the radio, too. I'm using the backup system to let off some of the pressure, but it's building too fast. If something isn't done very soon, we'll lose all our water and all our topsoil in one big bang. Are you here to help? First, I need you to head into the complex. Look for 4 release valves and open them so the water can flow. Then all you have to do is come back here and open the bypass valve over there on the other side of the room. That will stabilize the pressure in the system and return things to normal. Got it? Good. If the system blows, all the water will drain out of our reservoir at once. We'll be dry for months. The whole region will go thirsty. When the water drains from the reservoir, it's going to flood our fields and take all our topsoil with it. Those wreckers already burned our current crops to the ground. If we lose the soil too, we won't be able to grow our own food for years. All right. Mayor Vikstrom said you were coming to use the tower for some kind of experiment. He's not here anymore, but I suppose it's okay. However, the breaker flipped during a short and cut off power to the radio. Thank God I was smart enough to place that on a different generator than our lights. So it'll have enough juice for you, but someone needs to reset the breaker and flip the power back onto the radio. Pretty low priority on my list right now, but it's located in Section 6 in the middle of the complex. Poor Mayor Vikstrom got killed on the walls yesterday, and now we gotta vote for a new mayor. I don't really want to replace Vikstrom, but if I don't stand, nobody else will, and Sean Bergen will get the job. That would be a disaster. Well, as soon as things settle down, we'll have a show of hands in the town square. If you can help me solve all these crises, I think I've got a good chance of winning, and you'll have a pro-ranger mayor here. If Bergen gets voted in, well, Highpool will be even less friendly to the Citadel than it already is. Great. Head out and find those valves. I'll track your progress from the readouts up here.
Alright, it looks like we can kill two birds with one stone here. Basically, if we save the water supply, we also are going to get a sympathetic leader at Highpool. The guy that we met last time outside, he was a little bit unfriendly, so our goal to complete this quest will hopefully give us a good mayor at Highpool and get us some points with the Ranger High Command or whatever. Okay, as we're entering this combat and as I'm recording this post-commentary, I'm finally noticing the text notifications that show that the party has spotted an enemy. It's one of those things that's easy to miss because it's over on the side and you don't necessarily see anything or hear anything that tells you to go look over there, but yeah, that will help us with knowing when we've spotted enemies, but I still wish I could switch into combat mode manually as opposed to just like taking the first shot.
this. Come and get it, candy ass. You got a lot to learn about tactics.
Okay, we're finding out now that the giant cockroaches are tough, but they're melee limited, so as long as we can kind of get them into some kind of a bottleneck, we can minimize the amount of damage that they do to us. We're a little badly damaged, but we're going to keep looking around a little bit more.
Keep your eyes open down here. Could be anything running around in the dark.
Okay, we just finished a loop. We're pretty badly injured at this point. Maybe it's time for us to head back and see if we can heal up somehow. Maybe there's something that we can do, or, maybe we can buy some equipment to heal us up or something. Anyway, time to head back to town and get ourselves some hit points back.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Over. Echo 1, your team's recent progress merits a number of field promotions. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Okay, Yarn and Hound have gained levels, and it turns out that Stitches and Specs actually have enough skill points to gain a little bit more skill from that statue that we observed at the end of last episode. I'm gonna clip out the actual menu finagling, but the bottom line is that I gave Yarn blunt weapon and barter, and I give Hound assault rifles and leadership, and then I give 1 level each of handguns to Stitches and Specs, because we really need to be able to do more damage with ammo that we actually have, reasonable amounts of. So like I said earlier, there's actually some value to kind of looking around carefully, because we missed this character our first time going around the thing. We can't free her yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get another party member relatively soon.
I can be of great service to you, noble ones. I am a prisoner here, for unjust reasons. A coincidence. The Great Spirit set my path through this town, just as it was racked by violence. The souls who live here assumed me to be at fault. Please, remove those juvies first. The taunting is too much. Then we can talk in peace. Please stop the taunting. Thank you, Desert Rangers. I have heard that your tribe brings justice to the wastes. Then bring justice here, and free me from this cage. I would travel with you if you would have me. There is much I can help you with, and you can help me as well. Men of honor are as rare in the wastes as the cactus flower. I hope the star you wear means you are such men. They speak lies of me. They say I am a spy for the ones you call the Wrecking Crew. I am not. I came not to raid, but to trade. They live in the desert, but they are not of the desert. To one who knows the ways, they are easy to track, and easier to kill. There are many things that we require. Water, livestock, medicine, books. Pig-faced little punks. They all need a serious spanking. Crap! Did I say that out loud? Oh, hell. So much for the Noble Savage Act. Hey, I'm still a 100% red-blooded, all-American Native American, just like I said. But all that talking like an 800-year-old wise woman? Well, not to be insulting, but you foreigners expect that stuff. I can get double the price for my seeds when I do the whole, "let me teach you the old ways" speech. If you're not Indio, then your people weren't born here, and that makes you a foreigner. Sorry, Kimosabi, that's just the way it is. My people know their way around the wastes. We're good with wild animals and finding water. We know how to heal with desert plants, and we're sneaky as hell. If you want, I can teach you some tricks. I'm from the Hare tribe. We live beyond your southern borders. We came north hoping to trade. Well, see, I'm not from around here. My tribe lives beyond the wall of radiation to the south. But a couple of months back, the winds shifted, and a low rad path opened up between our lands and yours. It looked like it was going to be stable, so me and some pals decided we'd come north to trade. It didn't go well. We got jumped by raiders our second week here, and my friends... I was the only one who escaped. But when I turned around to go back home, the winds had changed again, and the path, it was gone. The way back to my family, my tribe, my kids, just gone. I hung around, waiting, but it never opened up again, and I didn't know if it ever would. So I decided the best thing I could do was see as much of this side of the wall as I could. You know, collect new wisdom to take back to my people, if I can ever get that. Of course, the first place I came was here, so not so much wisdom yet. But I'm hopeful, which is why I'd like to travel with you. I know I was putting on an act just now, but I really can do everything I said. I can track, tame animals, heal you, help you find water, and I can handle myself in a fight. What do you say? Can I join your party? Great. Then get me out of here and let's get going.
Who's in that cell? Doesn't look like a record to me.
Finally, we found a shop here. That's actually really good. We got some level ups to take care of first, though, so we'll handle that, and then we'll head into the shop and see what we can see.
Your team's recent progress merits a number of field promotions. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Okay, let's give Stitches and Specs another level each in handguns. I think that we're going to use up some of that 38 caliber ammo and hopefully have them do some damage rather than simply kind of being either out of ammo or melee only. Oh, and we all just hit level 4, and Angela Death just hit level 8, so we actually have perk points to spend. So I'll probably leave this in just for the first time so that we can see, kind of how I fiddle around with it, but bottom line is that I picked Know-It-All and Affable for 2 characters to up their speech skills. It's basically 4 free skill points, which is pretty good. Then we got Watchman for Specs, so that she can do better as her kind of sniper role. And we don't really know if Angela Death is going to stay with us for very long, so we're going to go with something that gives us more damage for her. We'll also grab Hoarder for Hound so that we can carry more loot. Okay, so here's the shop. There's nothing really special here, and I do a lot of menu finagling, so bottom line is this. We're going to get rid of our junk and sell all that to get more scrap dollars, so to speak. And what we're going to mainly focus on is buying some ammunition and healing stuff. We're going to sell some of the surgeon stuff, because we have a bunch of those, but they're only useful if someone's actually downed. And so far, that's not been a serious, thing to worry about. We're going to grab some extra light armor and some grip tape to reduce AP costs for Yarn's melee attack. That baseball bat takes 4 AP, and if we can cut that to 3, that's actually a really good improvement. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to equip trinkets on characters for minor bonuses. There's a ranger star that we can equip for better hard-ass skill, so we'll give that to someone who has hard-ass skill. We have a dog statue for Yarn for his animal whisperer skill. We have spiked collars. Now, if we have characters that don't use kiss ass, the spiked collar is a good way to get a free charisma point for them. So we'll be doing that. And then we have a backpack for more carrying capacity. Whoa, so this is actually a little bit broken. This doctor restores us to full health for no charge, and he does it, instantaneously. It doesn't hurt our progress in quests or anything like that. It's a pretty good deal. All we really have to do to make use of it is walk back here, so we'll do that when we need to.
The wrecking crew are still out there, Rangers, and our irrigation system's still busted. Am I gonna have to call the Red Scorpions?
Indian scout. Pretty damn sure she was working for the wreckers. Was supposed to feed them info during the siege or something. Not doing much feeding now. Hey, watch your mouth with me, Rangers. I ain't gonna take guff like that from a gang of murderers. It's a crisis situation, damn it.
Go on then. Remind us why we agreed to your protection.
Okay, now it's time for us to head back down. Remember that place where we got a game over last time? I only showed a couple seconds of it, but there was like a bunch of guys trying to break into a safe. The safe supposedly contained some woman's dowry, and she was asking us to save her. We skipped that in the last episode, because those guys are actually pretty well armed, and there's no cover in that room, so we ended up passing that by, so I figure we'll go back down and see what happened with that place, and maybe we can still complete that quest. And she's dead. Okay, so this goes to show that even though there's no clear, time measurement in this game, what we choose to do and not do moves things forward elsewhere. It seems like a stepwise. You complete one chunk of quest here, this chunk of quest, either goes away or becomes unavailable or makes things harder or something like that. And now we discover that the thing that those guys killed us for last time and were looking for, that woman's dowry, well, it's not even here. And I guess that's why they killed her. That kind of sucks, but, you know. Welcome to the Wasteland. Okay, before we go back to the entrance to the underground that we know, I thought it would be good to go check out this other entrance to the underground just to see where it puts us. So, we'll head down this manhole or whatever it is, and hopefully we'll learn something new, find a new spot, maybe get some goodies, who knows.
What the hell tore these guys apart? Not even red scorpions deserve this.
Okay, this was a hard lesson to learn. The mines here that you're going to see in a second are really, really irritating, and you need to deal with them very carefully, like not having your party move around or whatever. I had to save scum a bit here because I misclicked a few times, and it's very unforgiving. You can actually still move other characters around when someone is disarming a trap, and then trigger the trap while they're disarming it. So, yeah, you need to be very, very careful with how you move people around when you're dealing with traps like this. Which is fair, but, you know, a little bit more unforgiving than a lot of games are.
Another fucking robot. What the hell?
So, surprisingly, there don't appear to be any enemies down here. Whatever tore those guys apart in the radio transmission that we heard last time is apparently gone, question mark? I was expecting, a Deathclaw or something. But, no, there's just nothing down here. However, there's that tunnel that leads into the water plant area, and there's the cave in there. Maybe we're going to fight that thing before we get to the end of the water plant. Who knows?
Man, these fucking wreckers really mess things up around here.
Alright, we are back in the proper part of the underground to clear this area out and fix the water pressure. The gameplay from here to the end of the chapter is going to mostly be combat, with like one important exception coming in a little bit. So, there'll be that.
This is Kathy Lawson at Ag Center again. Where the fuck are you bastards? We're dying here.
Kathy, this is General Vargas. Keep cool and listen. The only team I have near you is already answering an emergency call at Highpool, but I put out a general call for assistance in your area. Now, hopefully some citizen...
Are you fucking kidding me? You picked those rain collectors over us? Have fun starving to death, assholes. Don't you understand what we're going through here? We've fallen back to the lobby, but we've got fruit flies as big as bulldogs dive-bombing us everywhere we go. And Matt Forrestal took some kind of exploding sea pod full in the face. He's a goddamn wreck.
Kathy, please, just hold on. We're doing the best.
Fuck you, Vargas. We don't need your goddamn sweet talk. We need help.
Okay, I was actually surprised that the radio works down here. You may have noticed that when I was going to gain levels, I always left the building or went back out into wide open skies. Apparently the radio works underground, and I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. But what we can see here is that as we complete the situation here at Highpool, the situation at the AG Center is going worse as we proceed along this quest line. So it looks like either we can't do both, and it's kind of like a story choice as to which one you choose to do, or we need to be much faster than I am on first playthrough. It feels like a forced choice and not a time limit thing, but who knows.
so I'm guessing you got a valve open. Great work. There's only 3 more in the complex, so you're 25% of the way there already. light on my panel just lit up. Guess you found your way to Section 6 and got it up and running. Rangers, I know the radio is why you're here, but the water is really... Oh, crap! Pressure just hit critical. I'll keep doing what I can from here, but you've got to take care of those valves.
Vargas, this is Kathy Lawson. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Kathy. I'm reading you loud and clear.
Please, Vargas. I'm sorry I shouted at you. Please, send somebody. Matt is dying, and there's no more ammo, and I
It's got nothing to do with you shouting, Kathy. There's just nobody to send. My crew are dealing with the crisis in Highpool as quick as they can. If you can just hold on a little while longer.
How long is a little while? Shit! They're coming in again! Shoot them!
Kathy? Kathy, are you there? Ranger Citadel calling Ag Center. Do you read me? Ag Center, come in.
More blue lights going on up here, Rangers. Thanks. 2 down, 2 nil.
Ranger Citadel. This is Kathy Lawson at Ag Center. Don't come. There's no one left. The plants are...
Oof, well that was not a happy message. It looks like there's no more that we can do there, so after we finish here at Highpool, I guess we'll head back to Ranger HQ? I guess we're supposed to get promotions or something and access to the Ranger Citadel, but who knows.
4 valves are open and water's rushing through. The pressure is still building, though. Hurry up and find that last release valve. Oscillating wildly in Section 10. The only other time I've seen something like this, the valve was completely rusted through. If that's what's going on, you'll have to find a replacement to install. If you haven't got one already,
Okay, she just told us that we still need, that we might need a valve handle, but we already got it earlier in that that warehouse room that we found before we went up to the medic and the shop. So, yeah, we already have what we need. We can turn this valve on, put it up, and finish the mission.
All right. Did it! Last thing you have is open the main valve here in the control room. I'll let you have the honors. You earned it, that's for sure. Great work, Rangers. I knew I could count on you to pull through in the clutch. Spin the main valve right over there, and Highpool is back in the aquifer business. Nice work. The water is flowing smoothly, and the pressure is relieved. The first time in a while, nothing is about to explode. Now that the crisis has passed, I'm guessing the town's gonna want to vote for a new mayor right away. I'd better head up. Thanks again, Rangers.
Alright, this looks like mission success here. We'll call this episode here, and next time we will see how that vote goes. It sounds like we're going to hopefully have an ally here at Highpool, because it also sounds like we're not going to get any help from the AG Center. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll call this episode here, and yeah, we'll see what happens with this vote for Highpool's mayorship next time. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.